So I've used a lot of different office chairs, ergonomic chairs, gaming chairs, but never have I used one as comfortable and supportive as this one. This right here is the LiberNovo OMNI, and I'm actually excited to put y'all onto this. So I'm just gonna come out and say it. I think this might be the best office chair that I've ever used. I mean, this thing is extremely comfortable, has these amazing recline features. It's got this dynamic support system that basically moves with you. Not to mention it's motorized to give you a ton of support. Now, I know you're hearing motor, office chair, and you might think that it's a big deal to try and put one of these together, but it's actually really simple. You pretty much have everything you need right in the box, down to the screwdriver you'll need to put some parts together, and it comes with this giant instruction board, so following along is really simple. And let me tell you, when I first tried this thing out, roll the tapes. Quick sit test, let's see. Oh man, wow.
How does it feel?
Are you kidding me? It feels so, like it's plush. Also firm at the same time. Oh, this is nice. Wow. You know, you don't realize how thin like other ergonomic chairs are until you sit in something like this. The cushioning, it's very different. And just to make sure I wasn't hyped for no reason, I had Oscar try it out too. I like this. You take a seat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you feel that, right?
Oh my God. That's amazing. Oh my God, the headrest.
Yeah.
Pillow. It's like sitting on clouds.
But there's more. And this is the more, guys. This is the footrest that goes along with it, also from LiberNovo. And this thing just makes a lot of sense. And putting this together takes like 2 minutes. And voila, we have a footrest. That's insane. And when you're not when you're out trying to lay up, you're at your desk. Oh, this is everything. Wow. All right. I gotta get this upstairs. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty big reaction, but like I said, I've used a lot of different ergonomic chairs and none of them have felt like this, which makes sense because we have 3 different layers of materials that go into the comfort. So up top, we've got this linen-like elastic fabric, which actually feels really soft to the touch. It's actually pretty grippy, so you won't be like moving around when you're sitting. And underneath the fabric-like material, you've got this hydrophilic sponge. Basically, it's like enhanced memory foam. It allows it to be like really breathable, but also really soft and give like a little bit more support. So it's not like some really soft cushion. It's soft, but it's also pretty firm and supportive. So you're not gonna like sink right into this. And then you've got these aerospace grade panels that are meant to conform to your body. So depending on how you're sitting, the way you're positioned, this thing adapts with you. But this is what gives you all of that extra support on your back. And that really nice feeling cushion is of course on the seat, the backrest, and even the headrest.
Oh yeah, I can sleep here.
Right?
Yeah. You've got options here.
Uh-huh.
Up here, down here. It's amazing.
But Oscar, there's more.
There's more?
And that more is right here. This is where you get the motorized lumbar support, as well as another feature we're gonna talk about later. So these buttons right here control the Omni's bionic flex fit backrest. So basically this has an electric motor back here that you can control with these buttons so that it can adjust to your body to form a custom S-curve to fit your body and your needs as you're moving around in the chair. And check it out, you guys can see it in action. When I put it up, you can see that it is raising like that midsection of my back, kind of like giving me support here, kind of just pushing up my body so that I feel like I'm sitting upright and it actually doesn't feel awkward. So the whole goal of this chair is to make sure you've got like proper ergonomic form to maximize comfort. And you can think of form the same way you would at like the gym. When you're working out, you need the right form in order to not like hurt yourself over time. And the same goes for here. Now, of course, the ideal setup for that is sitting upright. And with the Omni, the chair is literally touching every part of my back. So the whole thing is completely supported, no gaps, which is not something you see with other ergonomic chairs. We'll check out a couple in a second. But with this, I've got full support throughout the entire back. So I'm sitting upright and your legs are meant to be straight forward. I've got this adjusted to work with the footrest. So when I've got my feet planted on here, I've got straight legs. And next is having your arms at a 90-degree angle leveled with your desk. So you want your armrest to be at the same level as your desk. And you also want those armrests to be shoulder width apart. And last but not least is the headrest. With the headrest, you want it to be fully supporting your neck with no gaps, just like with the back. And with that, you have like your perfect ergonomic form. This actually does a really good job at adjusting to the person. You can see there's a lot of movements you can do. You can change the width, you can bring them in and out, you can raise them, lower them. And the same pretty much goes for the headrest. Headrest goes up, it goes down. You can bring it back or forward, and you can even tilt it. So there's like a lot of adjustments that you can do here. For me personally, I wish the headrest can go a little bit further out, but maybe that's because I've got bad posture. Because when I'm sitting down and I'm like working, I kind of want to be like this, and I would want the headrest to, kind of come this close forward. But is like my neck sticking forward, guys? Dang. Oh shoot.
Because I usually want the headrest to hold me like.
Yeah, but this is like, okay, so don't listen to me. So I guess what I'm learning here is that I should keep my head to the headrest so I could fix my posture. Is this better?
Yeah, that's way better.
Dang. But if this is straight and I don't want to be hunchback when I'm older, I might just have to do it.
Okay.
Dang.
You said when you're older?
Yeah, because if we're at our desks for hours. Wait, what are you trying to say, G? Now, one thing I will say though about the headrest is that it's actually pretty easy to move out of position. So if I get this thing in the spot where I want it, like if I lean back too much, you guys can just see it kind of just drops down. If there were a way to lock it in or, just tighten that position, I think I would like that. Well, it won't adjust to you though. When you want to adjust, oh my God, no. But yeah, that I wish were a little bit tighter and harder to move because it's not something that needs adjusting all the time. So here's the thing, if you're working at a desk, like you're a creator or you're somebody who really needs to get close, it is actually really hard to do sometimes with different chairs because you've got these guys in the way. Usually you'll have to like drop the armrest down and have them go under the desk. But with this, you can still keep them at the same level as your desk, but because these are able to move back, it actually allows you to get closer to your desk because this right here is not something I'm used to doing with other chairs at all. One thing I will say though, I do wish the arms had a little bit more flexibility. I've used chairs in the past where you can kind of tilt them upward. So I don't know if you're like on your phone or maybe playing like a handheld system or something, that's actually kind of comfortable to use the armrest in that way. I think that would have been cool to have here. Maybe it wouldn't be as comfortable though because of the break in the cushion, but maybe at a 2.0. Now, of course, this thing can recline and it does it in a really cool way. And it has 4 different modes. First is this upright mode where it's 105 degrees. And this is the deep focus mode. So if you're working on something where you have to be like really productive, maybe you're on like a Zoom call. So in this mode, you're supposed to be a bit more focused. And in this position, it's supposed to reduce muscle strain by like 51%. Now, the second mode is what they call solo mode. So if you're like, I don't know, working on some content, you want to just relax as you're, editing or you're doing something, you're still able to pretty much focus, but you've got a little bit more of a lean to it, like when you're driving a car, you just want the car seat back a little bit. This is it, you're just relaxing. Maybe it's reading emails, maybe playing a game, or just like editing like we would do. And now the next one is 135 degrees, and this is the soft recline mode. So in this mode, you're able to lean back quite a bit more. Now, here's the thing. This is a very relaxing mode, but you might not have caught it, but you can see that dynamic support system like kind of kicking in. It did a lot of interesting things here. So as you're moving back, you might notice how everything else is moving also. So the entire chair from the armrest to the position of the back, it's still keeping my shoulders pretty upright, and the neck also changes position as well. So the entire system is moving to work with you as you're leaning back. And it feels really good to do it. You know how when you can recline on an office chair sometimes, you lean back and you're like, you don't get that here. This thing is fully supportive, so like you actually have to push yourself back a bit. And that last one lets you go a full 160 where you can go all the way back. And then this is more so for like resting, relaxing, and you throw in the footrest. And this is where you take your little lunch break. It's so comfortable. Now here's the kicker. When you're in this mode, you can actually use the third button over here to activate the Omni Stretch massage feature. So you turn this thing on, and what you're basically getting here is not just a massage. It's not meant to be like those massage chairs that are kneading into your back, but this one will give you a nice stretch from your lower back, and this should kind of help with like breathing. And this is actually inspired by Pilates stretches. So it's giving you a nice push up, just allowing you to relax, breathe, and it lasts 5 minutes. That's dope. Like, this is insane. And when you're done, it'll go back to the position that you were last in. It'll automatically adjust itself, and you're back to being able to do your work. You know what I also like? The fact that when you want to get up, it's not hard. It's not like you need to like scramble, or you just raise yourself up a little bit and it kind of pushes you forward. It's so supportive. Gene, you haven't tried this yet, right? You want to give it a shot? Isn't it?
But get us more of these, please.
Listen, we might have to sell some chairs.
Can I have one, please?
LiberNovo, you heard the team.
Yeah.
We need more. No, but all jokes aside, I feel like me using another chair, like those chairs are cooked. I don't want to sit in a chair like that. I think this is like all I'd want. Let's look at some other chairs, right? So check it out. This is where you'll see like the big difference, right? You got that nice soft seat that like hugs your whole back. It feels really good here. And then we've got just touching this thing is making me feel like, ugh. Oh my, I'm ruined.
I know, that's why I said when I went downstairs to work on some edits.
I am ruined. And I was using this form for a while. So I went from this for years to this thing for months. Oh, wow. No. I can't go back. But that's not to say these don't still have some features that I really like. So for like the arm thing, this is what I was talking about, like maybe being able to, kind of do something like this if I'm playing like a handheld game, especially with the way you're able to relax in the Omni. Even here, like I like that you're able to extend the depth of like a chair like this. So maybe if there were some way of maybe, I don't know, pulling this maybe forward a little bit, that could be cool, but I wouldn't go back to these at all. If anything, I would maybe hope LiberNovo comes out with some of those features in this, but those would definitely just be cherries on top. I don't think I can go back. I was really excited to do this video because I just seeing these features, I thought it was gonna be really cool. I didn't know the comfort was gonna be at this level. And then this footrest really seals the deal for me because I love having my feet raised, obviously not this high. I've used things in the past where my foot would rest on a stand like this, but then I've also bought things where my foot can rest up here, but never in my wildest dreams that I think just combine the two of them. And now you've got this. So not only is this thing like just super functional, but it looks simple. It's not an eyesore or anything. I don't know, LiberNovo just came in swinging. This is an amazing product. And I feel like there are very few instances where I put a lot of emphasis on how good something is, unless it's something like this. And guys, I'm legitimately thinking about switching out all of our chairs here in the studio. I would just have to sell all these other chairs. figure out something I could do with them. Now, of course, with that electric motor, we have a little battery that goes in on the side, and you can charge this thing up with USB-C. So just a regular USB-C charger, you fill it up, and then you're able to just pop it right back in here, and you've got access to all of your electric motor features. So B over here is used to using this chair. You know what this chair feels like, right? Now, come take a seat. Yeah, right?
Yep, I remember.
Okay. It's a little, look at that. This is the LiberNovo. You could come, take a seat, take a seat. Be ruined like the rest of us.
That was nice.
Right?
Oh, this control right here.
And look, you can recline it back some more. Like, let's just go right here.
There it is.
And then you can go one more. So now go all.
Oh, shoot.
Right? That's the whole goal. Like you're supposed to rest in that position and then press that button, that single button on the side, the one, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
Dang, that's not. Everybody gets time with the
Everybody gets it during the lunch break.
We need like 4 of those. Yeah.
You heard everybody saying the same thing. So guys, this right here, next level. If you need like an office chair, obviously it works here, but this would be really good for gaming as well. You know, if you're just trying to relax, play games on the TV, man, what? Just recline and, oh, get out of here. I gotta give that a shot even more right here. This is it. This is it. I'm gonna, of course, have these linked down below. It's a Kickstarter campaign currently, and like they've got really good early bird deals. I know Kickstarters can be hit or miss, but what LiberNovo's got going on right here, I would absolutely jump on that. Like, absolutely, 100%. Like, this is probably the best chair that I've ever used in my time reviewing things. But that about wraps it up. Shout out to LiberNovo for sponsoring today's video and completely ruining us here in the studio. We need more. Later, y'all.